Hi guys, this is Cash and I'm checking in with you from Frankfurt, Germany with Ignite Thermogenic Fat Burner. This is my little secret to keeping lean and having good energy throughout my busy days while I travel. So I want you guys to be sure to check out Ignite, especially if you're trying to get yourself in shape for this summer. Oh, Ignite is gonna get you into bikini body shape. You know, I gotta show you guys a bit of what's going on. Ignite is gonna help you get the results that you want. You're gonna love this product. I certainly do. So I'll put the link down below for the website. Be sure to check them out on Instagram and use my promo code to get great discounts. Check in with you guys soon.
What is going on? How you guys doing, man? Welcome to the Chaos Nutrition Old School Training Show. And listen to me. We gotta, you know, some of you guys bitch and shit about when we do the promos for these shows, but listen, Chaos Nutrition pay, you know, this is their show. So we gotta give them their props. And if you like this show, alright, and I know a lot of you guys like this show, so if you like this show, just go to chaosnutrition.com and just check out their shit, okay? See what they got there, all right? Check it out, because they got some cool stuff. And the godfather over there of Chaos Nutrition, a great guy, okay? I tell you every week, he was with Rich Piana from day one, back when he was with Mutant, okay? And he was one of Rich's boys, and they're trying to carry on the 5% torch, all right? Now, last week I showed you guys pictures of Big Frank, alright? And, dude, Big Frank is a monster, and he's with Chaos Nutrition, and I believe that Chaos Nutrition just came out with a testosterone booster, or something like that. Now, I don't know, you know, I really don't know. I'm not too versed with what they got, but, and I think Big Frank's on the label, so you can see what he looks like on there. I mean, he's fucking... Big Frank is big, and he's a lot bigger than Rich. He was a lot bigger than Rich was. I know both of them. Of course, I know Frank better, but he's a monster. And I can tell you this much. Again, Chaos Nutrition, man. They're good. I like the direction that they're going because they want to make stuff fun. So when you go to like an expo, you can have fun at their booth. It's going to be fun, not just, you know, the standard trying to push supplement stuff. So they get some characters over there, man. They got some characters. Joe Pietaro will tell you more about that. But, and I know that if I'm ever at a show, that's where I'll be. So, thank you, Chaos Nutrition. And if you guys like, again, there's no promo codes here. I'm not pushing it, you know, or any of that stuff. But you got to show them love if you like the show. Now, I got questions here, but let me just show you a little. Dude, I think I showed you guys this a long time ago. But, you know, when I was younger, when we were all younger, in the 70s, the 60s, you know, like that, you fucking guys, a lot of you guys weren't around that, even the early 80s. I remember Rich Gaspari used to carry around the Nutrition Almanac. Now, I just found these little things. I think I've showed you these before, but these are the things I used to have. These are, look, wait a minute, hold on. What the fuck is this? Look, I need this. I don't know why this was in there. To learn to drive. Look, learn to drive. What the fuck with driving school? Murray Hill. Holy shit. Remember these guys look in New York City when he used to sell shit? Here's the phone number. Murray Hill, whatever. Like, remember like, you know, they used to sell records and shit. You could buy records, you know, for the time in life, dial Murray Hill 777. Like that, you know. This shows you how old this shit is, this driving book. This has nothing to do with bodybuilding. It was just stuck in with these approved driving school. What the fuck year is this shit? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I'll tell you right now. Wait a minute. Get the fuck out of here. 1941. 1941. Official approved driving book. That's fucking crazy. Wait, I have my paper smelling fetish. So give me. Wow. Yeah, look at this shit, man. It's in excellent condition for 1941. Anyway. I know you guys don't want to see it. It's not bodybuilding. Yeah, my girlfriend's got fucking, like, the hair. My girlfriend's hair is down to her ass. It's past her ass, actually. And, you get her fucking hairs, they're stuck in my shirt and shit. Fucking, she's got that long Mexican hair. Oh, by the way, I know some of you guys are a little jealous, huh? A little jealous because Greggy boy gets his fucking back rub and shit every night from her. Yeah, I just got one before I did the show. Neck, she did the neck. She'll do that shit for a half hour straight. Never complain. I don't have to ask. She just comes right up and does it. Yeah. Greggy boy's got it like that, huh? Don't be jealous. Alright. Anyway, look, calorie counters. This was a big fucking thing in the 60s and 70s. Look, I think, you know, we used to use all, it had, look, there's lists in here of every fucking food. Paper smelling fetish. Anyway, every food you could fucking imagine right here. Look at all the different fucking food. It's a calorie counter, right? And then you could actually count your calories with this little dial. Alright, you can see how many calories you had for the day. You're moving around. I've had this many, I've had that many, whatever. These used to be at the grocery stores. How much was this shit? Out of something like 10 cents, 25 cents, you know. This shit's from like the 1960s, this one. I think this one, well, this one costs $1. This one costs $1. Lose 10 pounds. Look at this. Lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Look at this. This is a guy. Believe it or not, bodybuilders used to use shit like this. Rich Gaspari. Look, it's got all the fucking foods again with the list. That one's a little older. This one might be the 70s. That one's like the 60s and shit. 50s and 60s. But look at this. All these fucking calorie shit. And again, the dial. Where you can sit here and dial your calories. This dial's a little stiffer, but it works still. Okay? Check it out. That's where you can actually sit there. A little pocket, keep it in your pocket. Okay, I'm going to eat a fucking cup of rice. You know, you look up how much a cup of rice is, how many calories. You dial it in. It's 100 calories, you know. You go to the next. You know, before you know it, you figure it out. Anyway, I just thought you might like that. Rich Gaspari used to have the fucking... I know, dude, I know Rich Gaspari. This is my boy. We've known each other forever. All right, wait a minute now. Hold on. He used to have the nutrition handbook, nutrition almanac. I just knocked over the light. Okay. Oh! I'm knocking shit over, bro. I'm fucking knocking shit. Dude, you don't know. My girlfriend does the eBay and the fucking, that let go shit or whatever. Offer up now it's called. And she fucking got shit in this fucking room. You have no idea. Dude, I shouldn't even show you guys this. Hold on. You guys are gonna laugh. Get ready. You ready to laugh your balls off? Look at this. Hold on. I got it. Oh! Fuck! Look at this. Look at this. This right here, look at this. You're like, what the fuck is that? It's a fucking elephant. It's a taxidermied elephant somebody got rid of. It's in great shape. A fucking taxidermied elephant. They gave it to my girlfriend herself. Fucking crazy. I'm tripping over the fucking thing. You can imagine, if you guys saw the room I'm in, you'd be like, holy hoarder. I'm like, she's not a hoarder, she's a whore. No, but she's my whore. Anyway, look. Let's get back to bodybuilding. Dude, let me tell you something. I remember this. This is 1980. I don't know who the... USA Report. Another one with my boy, Roy Littlemeyer in here. Okay. Look at the girls. Shit, I might have showed you this magazine. Forgive me if I did, but look at it. I just noticed this guy's got some bitch tits, bro. Look at that. Okay? But this is what guys and girls look like back then. It was, that's a nice body. Minus those bitch tits. You didn't really see bitch tits. The first guy, I mean, Hubert Metz. Remember him? Or Herbert Metz, or whatever the fuck his name is? And Franco Colombo, too. Those guys had fucking, you know, those guys had some fucking serious bitch tits, you know? I don't know if you remember that, my boy John Brown. Hold on. Dude, who remembers Tony Emmett? Remember Tony Emmett, you guys? The old English guy? Tony Emmett. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What I was about to say. We got to give a little props right here to my boy, Paul DeMeo. Paul, we love you and we miss you. At least I do anyway, so let's give him props. Remember Paul DeMeo. Oh, Mike Christian, look. When he was just Mr. California, before he was a pro, look. Look at him. Look at Mike Christian. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Look at him. That's a young Mike Christian. From Venice, California. Look at him. Look at him. Mike Christian. Bro, 19 years before there wasn't nobody back then. You know what I mean? He was Mr. California. Joined the crew. But, look what the guys looked like. You know, they all had that fucking 70s look and shit. And then, you know, and the girls right there. The old, where's Tony Emmett again? I like Tony Emmett. He was good. He looked good. What the fuck is some of these guys, bro? You see, I could sit here and show you this shit all the time. You know, like, bro, this is the way bodybuilding was when I was young. This is the way I like it. You know, look at the physiques, the young guys and shit, the teenage kids and shit. This was a great magazine, Muscle Digest. Hold on. Let me get another one. Hold on. Alright. This guy, I have no idea who the fuck this is. But anyway. Right there, the guy and the girl. Okay. Boom. Let's see who's in the middle of this. What the fuck? Anyway, this is a weird centerfold. But let's look at this one. Okay, here we go. Dude, J.J. Marsh. Great bodybuilder. Great national level bodybuilder. Look at it. Look at him. Do you guys remember that? J.J. Marsh. Look at him. Remember the Jerry curl fucking on his head? Hold on. I'm falling off the seat here. Hold on. Whoa. I know. It's like, dude, this is an animal house. If you ever over here forget about it, you guys would be like, dude. Anyway. Who is this now in the middle here? Let me see some of these bodybuilders that you guys would know. This is fucking... I love this magazine. Let me see something. Let me look... I'm looking... Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, you remember this ad? I remember this ad. This guy... I remember thinking he was huge and shit. But do you remember this ad? Dude, all these supplement ads. Remember that guy? I don't remember his name. Maybe some of you old school guys would remember it. Wait, is his name on here? I don't know. #1 natural bodybuilding source. Yeah, bullshit. Who's this? Hold on. Is this Roger Callard? I don't know who the fuck it is. I think it's Roger Callard. I can't see. But, dude, remember the high socks and shit like that in the gym? Anyway, guys. Oh, fuck. A young Bertil Fox. Look. I mean, he was big, but he got way huger, obviously. Look at it. Look at it. Bertil Fox. Everybody was asking me, is he still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. They commuted his sentence to... Wait a minute, hold on. They didn't commute his sentence. They commuted his death sentence. And they didn't get death. Now he's got, like, life in prison. Because he killed his mother-in-law, and he killed his wife. Alright. Let's get busy. Holy Christ, I'm fucking knocking over shit in here. You don't know. If you guys were here during, like, when I just cut this shit up, I'm falling all over the place. I'm knocking shit. What the fuck did I just do on my clipboard? I thought I had it. I got a fucking Wii game holding up these fucking things. You know what I'm saying? You have no idea, bro. If you only knew what it looked like over here. What's going on? I'm fucking falling down. You guys would be laughing. You guys would be like, dude, you should film that. Wait, where the fuck? I found the clipboard. Alright. Anyway. Alright. Unknown user who asked me a question last week that I kind of couldn't get right because I didn't really know what he meant. And he said, "Hi, Greg. I'm a Momo." Alright. Well, I'm not going to debate that. And I worded my question wrong. I'm looking to do a cycle and I don't want to lose all my gains when I come off. I don't want to just get huge, then come off and lose all my size. Then he's saying, what steroids can I take to maintain my gains after, you know, maybe he was saying he wants to gain 5 to 10 pounds of muscle, not a bunch all at once, like test DECA. I'm wondering, am I going to lose 100% of the gains? I don't want to bother with those compounds. That's what he's saying. Corona. I'm going to talk about the coronavirus later, a little bit in this, about training, because somebody, Momo Tom, that's his name. Nice name, Tom. Yeah, I'm fucking Momo. Is asking me a question here, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in a minute, about training with all this shit going on and everything, you know, with the corona. All right. So basically, unknown user is asking me, you know, he wants to know what can he take, because he doesn't want to gain all this weight. You know, see, when you go on a trend and all that stuff, you know, and I know some of you are like, don't talk bad about trend. It's the greatest drug ever. Listen, simmer down, okay? But when you go on high androgens, okay, like Anadrol, Sustanon, fucking trend, shit like that, and you gain a lot of mass, you're going to gain a lot of water. And when you come off, that bloat and that fullness that you got sometimes goes. I think that's what unknown user is saying to me. He doesn't want to, you know, gain all that, you know, and then just lose it. So, I mean, I recommend, first of all, I believe you should always build a cycle around testosterone. That's your entree. You understand what I'm saying? That's your meat. That's your main course. Testosterone. You build a cycle around it. All anabolic, the word anabolic, okay, it's all anabolic steroids come from the mother of testosterone, or the father, whatever you want to say it, okay? They're derivatives of, they're broken down into different aspects, but, you know, that's not true, Valentino, you don't understand. Yeah, let me tell you, it is true. So, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. The first, I would always put a testosterone in there. But I wouldn't go crazy with the, you know, like I did. Don't go crazy with the high amounts of the testosterone. You know, you could do anywhere from 500, maybe even 1,000, you know, but then I would keep my other shit. I didn't like DECA. Now, I know that goes against a lot of what a lot of people feel, but DECA's not a bad drug. I always stick a Primobolan in there. A nice little Primobolan, you know what I'm saying? That's what Arnold used to do. He was a Primobolan fanatic. Listen, the one thing what you get when you watch my videos, aside from I'm a fucking nut job, is the fact that I'm not a scientist, bro. I'm not going to sit here and tell you about the microfibrils and the sarcoplasms where they make, you know, I'm not going to do that. I don't know about that shit. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. What I know is I have experience, and I've been around, not only for myself, okay, and I was once a top drug dealer, so, you know, we already know that, you know, back in the 90s, but I also have experience, okay, with this shit myself, and I've been around with the guys, and I've been in the gym with Arnold, and I was never, you know, I never talked to Arnold about steroids, to be honest with you, but I know Arnold. The guys I talked to who are Arnold's best friends, guys like, you know, Leon Brown and everything, they'll tell you, Bill Grant, you know, they'll tell you exactly what they did, because they used to do it with them. They would get the shit from the same guys, you know, source. You know, I won't get too deep into that because I'm not going to, you know, out people. But the thing is, Primobolan is a good drug, okay? So is, you got to build that testosterone, build around testosterone. I would do something like that, maybe even a little Anavar. Now, it's a little rough on the, anytime you take steroids, it's going to be a little rough on the liver, okay? Don't let anybody tell you that Anavar's not. Anytime you take an oral, I don't give a fuck if it's fucking, you know, aspirin. It doesn't matter. It's a little bit rough on the liver. But, you know, take some good liver, you know, enzymes and shit, and take your, you know, I believe taking, you know, the NAC, and what I've told you already, you know what I'm saying? The Himalayan liver, which is, you know, Liv 52, things like that. You take that stuff to keep your liver going, but I'm telling you, those you will make good solid gains on. Anavar, Primobolan, will lose some test. That's a great cycle. We're not going to get fucking 25 pounds, you know, you're not going to put on 20 pounds or even, you know, like that. You're not going to put on that kind of weight. And you're not going to get really bloated. Okay, now some guys like Winstrol. Okay, they will, you know, they'll replace a Primo with a Winstrol or something. You could do that. I like it the Primo, okay? I didn't like Winstrol as much. The injectable Winstrol's good. The oral Winstrol's, dude, that's for your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm just telling you, like that. I would keep my androgens You know, I would get my androgens from the test, you know, but I would keep everything else lower and make it really anabolic. Create a really good anabolic environment. There you go with your Primo and your Anavor. Okay, that's a good drug. Those are good drugs. Anavor, you'll get fucking strong on. You're not going to put on all this fucking weight. People aren't going to go, oh, dude, you got fucking jacked. It's not going to happen. But it seems to be more solid gains. Even Wistral. You have more solid gains. You're not going to put on a fucking massive amount of you know, size. Now, you can throw Deca in. Listen, I just didn't like Deca. I don't like the Deca dick. I get it. You know, you take a little Letrozole or something like that, you know. You know, that'll fucking stop all that. Or, you know, or Cabergoline, you know. This is a fucking good drug, you know, for stopping, you know, the effects of Deca dick. But Deca is also a great drug. You don't. It's just my experience, okay? Primo I like better, but if you could put Deca in there instead of Primo, so you could do test Deca with Primo. Just don't go crazy with the Deca, okay? Because Deca is like a number. It's weird. When you start getting over the 400, 500 milligrams, that's when you start getting the negative effects of Deca, and I think that Deca doesn't work as well. I think if you keep the Deca low, okay, 400 the most, you'll be fine. But I'd rather stick the Primo in there. That's just me, man. That's just me, you know? You could throw a little Mastron in there. A little shit like that, you know? But that's what I would recommend on your user. I would do those drugs which are very anabolic, but not seriously energetic, and they're not going to make you get that water, the bloat, as bad. You're never going to keep 100%. You're always going to lose a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But that's minimal. Trust me. So there you go. I hope that helps you. Listen, before I just say this next question. I'm not dude, listen to me. This is Momo science. This ain't that bro science. I don't even know what bro science is. This is not bro science. It's Momo science. Again, I'm coming to you from experience, okay? So if you're going to ask me, I'm going to give you experienced answers. Not no fucking shit that, you know, that I read the questions and then researched it online, you know? All right. Michael Olin. Greg says, your thoughts on pulsing Dianabol for individual that gets non-traditional results and sides. Definitely some water, swelling. I back off when swelling goes to the point of feeling in my hands. Oof, I've had that, bro. I've had that. You ever wake up, your fucking hands are cramped and shit, too. Usually, so he backs off like 2 to 3 weeks, then I'll pump back on after equal time off. Bloods come back okay. Thoughts? He's talking about 20 to 30, I guess he's saying he did 20 to 30 milligrams. That's what he goes up to on DBol. Listen to me. See, when I was, in the game, DBol was different than the DBol today. I've never heard of 50 milligram DBols, but I know the guys have them. It's supposed to be 50 milligrams of DBol. I don't know if that's true, though. I have a little doubt with that, because 50 milligram DBol, is more than, 10 milligram, more than 10 times, It's 20 times the amount of what regular DBol would be, the brand name. I'm a little suspect about that. You understand? I used to take the Russian DBol. I got great gains from the Russian DBol. I used to, my favorite. My throat's a little shot, so give me a break. My favorite was the Metanabol, which is Polish. I've talked to you guys about that. Bro, I don't know what the fuck they did to that shit, but that shit was fucking banging. You could get 5 milligram DBols, and you took a couple of those, and that shit worked like Anadrol. So, I don't know how much, when you're telling me you're doing 20, 30 milligrams, that's a good amount. I mean, you got it. Listen, you're going to get water retention when you do, especially with orals like that. You're going to go up, and they're androgenic, It's going to be a little rough on the liver. I don't know, why would you, Michael, why would you just do like the, I mean, you're not talking about any other drug, you're just talking about the DBol. I'm assuming that you might be one of these guys that, like, I don't take injectables. I'm afraid of that shit. I don't like needles and all. You know how many guys don't want to take needles? I'm sure a lot of you guys out there know what I'm talking about. Your friends have that. Oh, I don't like injecting. Can I just take a pill? You know. So I don't know if you're one of those guys because you're not really telling me if you're taking anything else in here. But if you're just taking DBol and you're going up like that and you're getting water retention, that's normal. You know what I mean? That's going to happen, especially at that amount. Again, I'm going by real DBol. I have a hard time believing that those 50 milligram DBols are real, legit. Oh yes, Valentino, they're definitely legit. You know, that's because you're not modern. You don't know. Simmer down, okay? Simmer down here, Bajigaloop. You know, I guess you could do that, what you said, if you want. I mean, if it works for you. But I would get off the fucking orals, and I would definitely, if I was to do one thing, it'd be fucking testosterone. You know what I mean? Just testosterone. I mean, if I was on a desert island, God said, listen, I'm going to drop down some DBols, or I'll drop down Tren, or whatever. If I hear a lot of you guys, no Tren. Bullshit. Testosterone, bro. It's what we need. It's what we have. It's what, you know, that's what I would do. But if you're happy doing that, and you know, you're saying that you get the side effects of standard water. I mean, that's normal. I mean, you know, obviously then you're taking shit that's legit. You know, so, I mean, I don't know what else you want me to tell you. But, you know, if you're one of those guys only taking orals, you see, you got to be, guys, listen to me. When you ask me these questions, I don't know what else you're taking. I don't know if you're taking other shit. You're just you're telling me, look, I'm taking DBol and I pulse it. I do this, you know, I go up, then I have to take 2-3 weeks off of it because, you know, I feel like my hands are getting blood. Okay, I get it. But are you on anything else? And when you go off, are you taking, you know, the PCT? You know, are you taking protocol? Is that what you're doing? You can't ask me vague questions. Do you understand what I'm saying? I need to know a little bit more. Look, don't write me a book. It's very simple. Just say, listen, I'm on a cycle. I take this, this, and this. But when I take the DBol, I throw it in there. You know. You know. So, Michael, I'm not really sure what you're 100% what you're asking me. But if you are just taking DBol, I don't know. It's not like fucking, injecting a little bit of test. If that's you're gonna do one drug. But if you want to, you can go off 2 to 3 weeks. But 2 to 3 weeks is really not much. Yeah, you know, I would recommend going off a little bit longer and then going back on. But 2 or 3 weeks, it's, you know, it takes like 2 weeks for your body to start kicking in, and that's when you're young. You know, if I did that shit, forget about it. It'd take me fucking 6 months. You know. All right. Again, this is one of those questions. It's very hard for me to answer because I don't know what else you're doing. You know, I don't know if you're doing other drugs in with this. If you're doing just DBol, you're putting a fucking serious strain on your liver. Not the injecting test, anything you take is going to put a strain on your liver. It doesn't matter. You pick your boogers and you eat them. You know, you pick your nose and you eat it, you're going to put a strain on your liver. Okay? But DBol's definitely fucking heavy-duty androgenic that's going to put a fucking strain on your liver. So, be careful with it. Okay? Alright. Sorry if that's not the answer you guys want to hear. I'm giving you my experience. Listen, I love DBol. I'm not going to lie. I took the Russian DBols were great. But they were legit. You know, they were 5 milligrams. They were great. I loved them. But this 10 milligrams and they're 50. I've seen guys with 50 telling me, oh no, 50 milligram DBol. I'm like, 50? Holy shit. That's equal to half a bottle of real fucking SIBA, you know, DBol. From when I was young. Alright. Next question. Alright, Lou D wants to know, Greg, I'm having trouble getting my pecs thicker. Can you please recommend a better chest workout? I do. He says he does flies, he does bench, he does incline, and he does decline bench. I try to keep my rep ranges from 8 to 12, which is good. That's good. 8 to 12's right there, okay? And so he's saying, all right. Basically that's what he's asking me. What's my advice? I can't focus easy anymore. Holy Christ. All right. Listen to me. Listen. Okay. I do a very unusual chest workout, and I have like. I don't have to. My pecs right now are not as thick as they used to be, and they're probably my weakest body part, thickness-wise, okay? But I tell you how I got them thick when I did get them thick. I have like those, I have big pecs like Arnold, like the broad, but they're not thick like Arnold, now. Okay, listen to me. You can't just sit there and bench, incline bench, decline bench. You can't just do all that. There's some guys can if your pecs are genetically thick. And, like if you there's some guys, I have a friend, all he does is bench press. And he's got the fullest chest from here to the lower pec. He does nothing but bench press. Okay? And his chest is fucking humongous. And it's super thick as anybody else's. His chest like Sergeant Oubre. Sergeant Oubre used to use lightweight and just fucking rep out bench presses too. And I think he might have done some flies. But they didn't really... And his chest is one of the most legendary chests in bodybuilding. Sergeant Oubre. That's genetics. Okay? So now, if you're going to try to put some thickness in there, and you're having trouble with that, I like isolation exercises better, okay, than just the heavy fucking benching and all that shit. If you're having trouble, follow me. I was a great bencher. As you all know, I won a bench show in 1987. I'll show you, I've showed you the pictures and everything. But the thing is, that's because my triceps and my fucking front delts and all that shit was so strong. I mean, I could fucking, my shoulders and everything. I haven't trained shoulders in fucking 20-something years, and they're still jacked. Listen to me. I could bench, but the strength is from my fucking arms and my fucking shoulders. I feel like it didn't... I had strong pecs, but it didn't have that fucking... It didn't make me fucking jacked. Okay? Decline a little bit. Come down a little bit. Now, I do neck presses. I bring the bar to the neck, to here. Okay? And I do it a closer grip like this, and that kind of really... And I lock it, and I turn... That really seems to get the pecs. Now, what you want to do is you isolate. I do a very unusual chest workout. I'll actually do cable crossovers, right? First I do the pec machine with the pec flies like this. I like it on the machine because I can really contract. And you got to put your, like Rich Piana used to use that. It's the same machine. Rich Piana would do like 30 reps. He would take it and he would come in like this, see? And he'd come in and out. I will do that, and I squeeze it, and I actually try to feel if I could put the mind into the pec. And you make it contract like this. It doesn't have to be heavyweight. It has to make the muscle contract. Gabish? So, when you do that, that'll thicken the pec. So, I actually, first thing I do is I warm up. I get in there and I do dips, but I bounce. I go really deep. And I don't go all the way up because then my triceps. And I stretch the pecs. I stretch them all the way. I feel it all here. And I go really deep down. And I don't do full dip. I probably only move it like this much. Okay? I almost bounce. But it's to really stretch the pecs. I did it today. And I'm actually sore doing it. Just going like this. I'm sore. And then I'll alternate that. I'll stretch with, like I pull on a dip bar and I stretch my lats. So I pull on my lat like this, and you pull, and then I come over here, and then I pull and I stretch all the way like that. So I actually like to get the blood, even in the lat. I know that sounds crazy, but it works, okay? So I do stretches first. I put the blood in there by doing the dips, then I stretch the lat, then I go do the dips, stretch, all in one. I stop for 3 seconds, and I go back to pec stretches, dip pec stretches to lat, both sides. Dip pec stretches back like that, back and forth. Now I'm really warmed up. Even my back, everything. I can feel the lat pull all the way into the hip. Now I'm ready. I go in there and I do the cable, the machine I just saw your piano use. The same fucking thing, like that. I've seen him do it many times. So like this, see? And you can do a pec deck. Our gym has the fucking handles, and I like that better. Better than a pec deck for me. You may like the pec deck better. Go do the pec deck. But I do the same one piano did. Grab the handles, back, I squeeze. I can feel my fucking upper chest right now is fucking out here. I squeeze, okay? Back, all the way, and squeeze. It's the squeezing, the contracting the pecs, okay? You don't have to use heavy weight. Piano didn't use heavy weight either. The guy was doing like 30 reps. I don't do that. But I can tell you right now, I'll do like 12 reps and shit. And I'll do like 5 or 6 sets of that, and I do it with no rest, 5 10 seconds the most, and then I'm right back. Once I do that, I go over to cable crossover. I do the same thing. I come forward. I actually look down. I don't look forward. I don't do this shit. But my hands go like this, and they squeeze together like this. Almost like if you do this right now, and you push your palms together right now here, you could actually feel, especially with your thumbs, that part, you could actually feel it in your pecs. Right? So that's what I do. I take that fucking cable crossover, and I come down, and I do it, and I do it, and I do it. Then, I walk back over. I run. All in one set. So I almost do like a giant set. I do the cable crossover. I run over to the fucking pec dips. And I do those dip things again. I told you. The same ones I just told you about. You go deep. And I'm because I'm stretching. I'm a big believer in contracting and in stretching. Contracting and in stretching. Gabish? So I'll contract the shit out of them with the fucking cable crossover, with the pec floor. And then I go back and I stretch them. I fucking stretch them. I even do the lat thing. Go back here, stretch again, stretch them again. So I'll do the cable crossover, run to the dipping bars, do the dip things I just told you about, deep, really deep. Where I'm short, my feet touch the floor. Okay, so that's it. You can tell. So I'm really deep. I'm not worried about going up. It's not a real dip. It's dip stretches really. Do the fucking lat thing. Do one more dip stretch and go right back to the cable. It's all a giant set. You follow me? I do like 6 of those. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, like that. Capiche? Got it? Cable crossover, the dip stretches, lat pull, dip stretches again, cable crossover. Back, like that, okay? So that's what I do. Then, I could go there and I could do decline dumbbell, or I could do an incline dumbbell, or I'll do the neck presses. But you gotta get the contraction. Sometimes I'll do this thing I do like a cable crossover thing with a dumbbell. It's something that only I can't even explain to you how to do it. But I contract my pecs with that. And I can actually feel that in the lower pec, right where your nipples is, it contracts. It's all about contraction and then stretch. Stretch that muscle out and then contract it really hard. Then stretch that muscle out. And that's how I like to do it. Okay? I don't do the benching anymore. It just doesn't do it for me. You know? And I do that fucking neck press shit. I do it on a Smith machine. Just like Dorian Yates, bro. So all these guys telling you, I gotta do free weight, this, that. Dorian Yates did everything on a Smith machine. He didn't even squat anymore, but when he did, he squatted on a Smith machine. Okay? Alright. I mean, you can give it a try. That's for guys who have real trouble. That's for trouble pecs. Okay? That's for really making that contraction and stretch. Works for me. It's thought. You don't have to do that. If you guys don't have problems with your chest is already out there, you don't have to do that. But this is for guys who have trouble. Alright, next question. Momo Tom. Greg, I am having trouble training at my gym. The owner is a Nazi, demanding anyone who takes off their mask or even their nose pops out, he will throw you out. He will throw you out. Okay. I cannot take it anymore. How do we deal with this COVID bullshit? It's affecting my training. Okay, guys, listen to me. The COVID is not a hoax. It's real. Okay, sit down. Let me finish before he starts fucking screaming at the goddamn thing. Okay, at the fucking video here. Listen to me. The COVID is real. It exists. The hoax part is not the deaths and everything and the people dying who supposedly had died. The numbers are not real. There's people I know, okay, that have tested positive for COVID, and they never even took the test, but they were tested positive. That's fact. I had 2 people, my cousin, her 2 friends, who went to get the COVID test, stood online for like 2-3 hours, and they were like, they signed in, stood online for 2-3 hours, and would say, fuck this, I'm not staying here anymore. And they left. And you know what? First of all, I don't know why they even went to get tested. They had no symptoms, but you get psycho in the head and shit like that. They left to get home. 2 days later, they get a fucking thing in the mail. You tested positive. So you can take the test. And there's countless. Oh my God, countless people who I know who have stories about their parents or their uncles or their cousins and shit like that dying, okay, in a hospital. You know, one, the grandparent who just died, and the grandparent was in hospice for cancer. And they quickly, and you know, they took her out of hospice and stuck her in COVID unit, so that when she died, she was days away from dying, so they stuck her in a COVID unit so they could get the schedule and get the number, you know, and so look, she died of COVID. So the listing of her death was dying of COVID. She was like 95 if she had cancer or whatever the fuck it was. Listen to me. So, we know that a lot of this shit is bullshit we're being fed. And if the left wins, bro, if Biden wins, get ready for more of this, and even worse. Get ready for your gyms to be shut down at any moment, at any time. It's fact. He already said he'd do it. Look, Tom, you're Momo. You're fucking Momo. At least you admit it. Listen to me. You can't stress this stuff. You can't. That's why Trump, when he just came out, he had the corona, and he came out and he said, listen to me. It's real, but you gotta fucking go on with your life, and you can't start stressing and stuff. You get it? You do what you gotta do to beat it, okay? And that's it. A lot of times people fucking dying because they stick them in the hospital, like the shit that happened with me, and they start sticking you on a breathing machine, all the shit that you don't need, and that creates more fucking trouble, and that's what winds up killing you. Listen, you have to wear the mask, though. I don't believe in masks. I don't, alright? I believe that you wear a mask. You know, people who wear masks or live in a bubble are not exposed to the outside germs that you need to be exposed to build up immunities. And you're going to be fucked. That's why I always tell people, look, if you took one of those tribes that live in the Amazon, if you took one of those people, you brought them here, they die of a common cold. A common cold would kill them. They have no immunity to that. So you need immunity, but you have to wear the mask. If you're in the gym, if they tell you to wear the mask, you got to do it. Now, I live in New York, which is fucking, forget about it, bro. Our governor is fucking Hitler, you know what I mean? He just doesn't give a shit. You know, he's going to tell you, they're making this shit illegal. So if you go without a mask, you go to jail for that. You imagine that? You could fucking burn down a building, okay? You could go fucking beat the shit out of somebody in Manhattan, in New York City, you know, or the Bronx, where I'm from, and nothing. You get right out of jail, okay? There's no bail. They did away with bail here for that. So there's no bail. You get out of jail. But if you wear a fucking mask, they may stick you in jail. Meanwhile, they're letting everybody out because they're afraid that the people in jail are going to get COVID. It's mind-boggling. But you have to wear the mask. If they tell you to wear the mask, you wear it. We have to hope to God that Trump comes in, because then this shit ends. Okay, he can't do anything right now. It's an election. It's fucking, if he does anything, if he blows a fart the wrong way. You know, look at him. They're mocking him for the way he came in on a fucking plane. You know, from there, you know, on Air Force One. You know, they're mocking him for that. You know, like, oh, look at the way he comes in. What is he? You know, this grandiose way. Dude, he's taking a plane like everybody else. Come on, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? From Andrews, you know, whatever. So, I'm just saying, you have to wear a mask. I get it. It's hard for me, too. I did legs today and chest. And, bro, let me tell you something. It was brutal trying to work out. Especially doing legs, bro, with a mask on your face. It's hard. It's not easy. But you got to do it. If it's the rules right now, you got to follow. You got to play the game. The minute I walk in the gym is when I put it on. And the minute I walk out, I take it off. If I go to the bathroom, the mask comes right off when I'm in the bathroom. The minute I step out of the bathroom, got to put it on. Okay? I play the game. I'll play your game. You want me to play your game? I'll play your game. Okay? But if you're one of those guys who's going to fucking start freaking out and start, I don't want to wear the mask. I get it, bro. I agree with you. I agree with you. You're actually making things worse by wearing a mask. And first of all, masks don't do anything anyway. Okay? It's this, your hands, you know? You go, you touch something, you wipe your nose and shit like that, or you fucking wipe your eyeball, forget it. Forget it. Dude, I can't tell you how many times I smelled that guy's breath through the mask. So it's not stopping shit. But you got to play the game. If that's the rule, if you can't go in a grocery store because they want you to wear a mask, then you got to wear a mask. If you can't go to your gym because they want you to train with a mask on, you have to train with a mask on. Gabish? Okay? You got to wait until this is over. You have to play the game. You're not going to win if you get stupid. I'm just telling you right now. They're going to try you out. And if you live where I live, you're in the New York City, bro, fucking New York City area, wherever, even close to fucking New York City, you're fucked. Okay? I'm fucked. Okay? You got you got Mayor de Blasio, you got Cuomo. Forget it, bro. You fucked in New York here. That's why he's a mass sexist to leave here. But some of you guys maybe live in states where, or you have gyms that are a little bit more liberal. Your gym is not, Tom. Your gym's not. Wear the mask. Wear the mask. Every chance you get, pull it out, maybe breathe a little bit. But, if they see you with it off, you're going to get in trouble. Put the little nose pops on. I've had people tell me, hey, at a grocery store. I told you that story, right? I told them talking smack. But, you get people, hey, excuse me, other people will rat on you. There's people out there that are very democratic. You need a mask, whatever. But right now, where I live, you got to have it. Where you live, Tom, your gym owner's telling you, you got to train with the mask. Sorry, guys. That's the way it is. This will end. This will end. But, as soon as you get out of here, don't wear the mask in a car. That's stupid. And there's nobody around. Hey, who are you going to get the fucking virus from? Who are you going to give it to? Okay? If you're jogging on the side of the road or you're walking on the side of the road, you don't need no fucking mask. That's all bullshit. I don't put it on until I walk in the doors. That's when I put it on. As I'm walking through the door, I put it on. Alright? Don't fucking stress yourself. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth you guys making yourself sick over this shit. It's not. And you're fighting a losing battle. You're like the guy in jail. They were, here comes the fucking turtles, which is the fucking guys in all full uniform. We're going to take you down and shit, the COs. What are you going to do? You're going to stand there with your little fists like this with guys that fucking wearing football helmets and got bats and shit in their hand and fucking armor? You think you're going to, what are you going to do? You're going to do, what are you proving? That you're an asshole? You go with the flow. You swim against the wave and it's going to fucking crush you. You ride that wave, ride it like a champ. Go to the gym, wear your mask, clean your hands in the gym constantly, wipe off the equipment. Okay, go to the bathroom, wipe it, wash your hands so you don't have touching anything in that bathroom. Okay? You do that. Because the gym is definitely a germ fest. I'm a little bit schivats about the germ, okay? A little schivats. So, but, you have to do what you gotta do. But, I don't wear the fucking mask. I forget my girlfriend and I go to places all the time. We'll go in a grocery store. Sometimes I'll walk in with the mask. I'm like, oh shit. Before they could even, I see them going like this to me and I'm like, okay, I forgot the mask. Sorry. And I run out and my girlfriend's standing out there with the mask. You forgot your mask, So, alright. Alright, listen guys, that's it. I hope this helps you. Look, we're getting close, man. We're getting close to the voting time. Alright, life's going to change. Hopefully you'll be able to go grocery shopping with ease. Maybe the stores will open up full hours more. And where you live, some of you guys may be like in Cornstalk, USA, or, like you live in Montana, some shit like that, or wherever. And shit's good for you. Where a lot of people live in these democratic states like California, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, fucking, places like that, Pennsylvania, you're fucked. You know what I mean? You're fucked. So we have to wait, okay? But, it took us till September to even get the fucking gyms open here. You have to do what you got to do. Don't bang your head against the wall, guys, please. Don't bang your head against the wall over things that you cannot control. You're not the boss with that shit. You have no control over that. You have to go with the flow until things change. And this too shall pass. Hopefully. If Trump gets in, it'll pass. But if fucking Biden gets in, he may shut everything down. Because he said he would. Alright? And they found a new magic bullet. That's the way to control people. You take away their rights. Temporarily. That's what they say. Well, for now, we have to close things down. It's temporarily. But it never comes back. Okay? It never comes back. And that's when you're fucked. And then they take a little bit more of your rights. Because now they got you by the balls. Look at this shit. You're not wearing a mask. You're a danger to people. People like Chris Cuomo fucking attacking Trump for taking off his mask. Meanwhile, when he was supposedly had the corona, he's out riding around on his bicycle, no mask, nothing. He's infected and going around the neighborhood where people confronting him. Why aren't you wearing a mask and shit, All his bullshit. Anyway, you got to do what you got to do. Okay? Get your workout in. If it's hard to breathe, just Every once in a while, just pull it out, take a few breaths, do that. It's nothing I can tell you. Get a mask that, I have one that's real loose on my face. It's like this, so my fucking, as I talk, sometimes it's just sliding down. But when I'm doing a set, like leg press, I'll stand and nobody's around, I pull that shit down and let my fucking, nose come out. Sometimes I even put it down right here. I don't give a fuck. Nobody's around. Plus my friend owns a gym. But, you gotta be careful. Because the other people, it's the other guy you gotta watch. Because they rat on you. They're fucking rats. There's people who say, excuse me. Or they'll tell management, excuse me, that guy over there on the leg press, he's not wearing a mask. Or he's pulling it down. And they got to come over, they got to say something. Because people make a stink about this. See, they did this to us. They took away our freedom. Okay? Even Trump regrets shutting everything down. Okay? He regrets it. Because he gave the Democrats the fucking magic bullet that they're using against him. Trump's not just running against Joe Biden. Trump's running mate is COVID. You know what I'm saying? He's going against it. They're using this. Look, you can't get the Supreme Court justices. COVID out there. But you can riot. You can't go to church, but you can riot. You've already heard all this shit. But my concern is you. You guys. Your mental health with this. You can't let this get to you. Trump tried to tell you that. Don't let this get to you. Don't let this beat you. Okay? Be strong. Go with the flow. Do what you gotta do. You wait the time. When the time's right, that's when you make your move. But right now, we're all got by the balls. We gotta see what happens come election time. Just keep your mental health right. Just know that no matter what they do to you, they can't stop you from doing what you really want to do and be who you really want to be. If you can go to the gym and work out, be happy. If you got a mask on, be happy. Okay? Because before, you couldn't work out with a mask on. Right? You couldn't even work out at all. You couldn't work out at all. You had no gym. Right? Now at least you can go to the gym, but you got to wear a mask. Alright. We'll go. We'll play. We'll play that game. I'll play with you. I'll wear the mask. I'm getting my workouts in. Alright? Now the grocery stores have lightened up a little bit. They maybe expanded the hours a little bit. Over here, it's still fucking bullshit. They used to be open 24 hours, and that's nothing. But anyway, you play. You play the role. But you don't make yourself crazy over this. You don't start fucking getting all anxiety over this shit. Because that's not going to do anything. Okay? You're beating yourself over the head for no reason. You're stressing shit that you have no control over. Don't stress it. The gyms are open, and you can work out. Okay? You can't go to church, but you can work out. Can't go to a funeral or whatever. Sometimes you can. I don't know. Some spots you can. Listen. Okay? Be happy. You get the workout in. Shit will lighten up. We'll have our thing. Okay? And listen. What else did we learn here really fast? What the fuck did we learn? Besides Gregg's a fucking momo. I don't know what the fuck we learned. We learned if you're going to do DBol, be careful with it. Don't go crazy. I think it'd be better if you're just going to do orals. Like some guys only want to do orals. Take a fucking shot at test. Stop fucking around. Okay? If you want to gain size, but you don't want to gain all that, like, fucking water retention and put on all that weight that's really bad for your fucking... Dude, that's what'll kill you, the fucking blood pressure. Dave Palumbo will talk about that all the time. That's why kidneys go. Blood pressure. Go keep your androgens lower. Go more towards the anabolics. A nice prima bone is always a beautiful thing. A little bit of Winstrol if you want. You understand what I'm saying? Shit like that, like what I talked to you already about. That's what we learn, okay? Look, guys, this is Momo science, not rocket science. I'm not, again, I'm not a scientist here. I'm far from it. But I've been around so long. I've been going to gyms for almost 50 years, okay? It's 48 years I've been working out in the gyms and stuff, so I know my shit. And I've been around, been there in the gym with Arnold. I know the guys he hung out with and stuff. Leon Brown's one of his best friends. He's one of my best friends. So I could tell you shit you wouldn't even believe, okay? So we learn. We learn from experience. Don't be afraid to fucking think out of the box. Don't be afraid to, if your pecs ain't thick, don't be afraid to not bench. Contract. Pecs need to be stretched out and they need to contract. They need to be stretched out and they need to contract. Trust me. It works. Instead of just piling heavy weights on where you're fucking, and you're doing all this weight and your joints and elbows are fucking pushing that weight to fucking front delts and, you know, but some guys, it just doesn't hit the chest right. Gabish, I get strong as hell, but that doesn't mean, you know, doesn't hit the pecs right for me. Alright. That's it, guys. I'll be able to talk a smack. Alright? Listen to me. I love you guys. Be good to yourselves, man. Be good to yourself. Be good to you. Be good to your girl. Be good to your significant other. Whatever your spin is, bro. Treat your kids right. Don't be a deadbeat dad. Pay their fucking child support. I don't like deadbeat dads. There's no excuse. If she's a bitch, a cunt, you throw away the money, she throws your money away, that's fine. One day she's going to have to answer to your kids for that. Gabish? Right? At least you paid. You can always tell your kids, I paid every fucking month. Even though your mother was a motherfucker to me. I paid every month. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Hey, go see your kids. Spend time with them. Alright, that's enough of this, alright? I love you guys. And remember, stop banging your head against the wall. And stop fucking around. You're a fucking momo. Don't upgrade to a fucko. Alright. See you in the next video.